What will LEGO be like by the 2030s? That's a question I've been asking myself a lot lately. Considering we're already halfway through the 2020s and LEGO is already working on 2027 product, heck, they're probably even taking pitches for 2028 stuff. With that said, over the past few months, I've been talking to industry insiders and following emerging trends that have led me to a few predictions for what I believe could define the next 5 years of LEGO. Now, these are predictions, not facts, but they are researched and based on tangible data. So, grab a snack and settle in as I share my 5 predictions for the next 5 years of LEGO. When it comes to licensed products in the construction world, LEGO has always been the king. And that's no accident. LEGO carefully chooses which intellectual properties to work with. In fact, the reason LEGO started making licensed products in the first place goes all the way back to 1997, when Lucasfilm first approached LEGO about making Star Wars sets. At the time, many LEGO executives were against it though, because they felt LEGO should never be associated with war and violence. However, after surveying parents, they discovered that consumers really wanted licensed LEGO Star Wars sets. But also, as David C. Robertson explains in his book, Brick by Brick, the decision to secure the license wasn't just about profit, it was in the spirit of competition. Because if LEGO had the rights to Star Wars, their competitors didn't. Now, if we look at the broader industry today, companies are planning to jump into the construction market. For example, companies like Jazzwares just launched Builder, and Mattel is launching Brickshop later this year. Now, Builder is launching with an interesting approach for their male-oriented lines, since they've chosen to release products based on popular anime like Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man. But what does this mean for LEGO? Well, LEGO is also planning to release sets based on anime. Later this year, we're getting LEGO One Piece. Yeah, I know it's based on the Netflix show, but if LEGO One Piece proves to be successful, which I think it will, considering its huge fan base, I think this will spark a new trend for LEGO themes. Because the anime community is arguably bigger than the LEGO community, and has a strong spending capability, though LEGO has never really focused much on them. But as other brands begin using anime licenses, I think LEGO will be strong-armed into securing big-name anime IPs. Not because they need them, LEGO's doing fine, but because if they have them, it means other brands can't. And so that's why I predict that by 2027 or 2028, we're gonna get LEGO Dragon Ball, and maybe even others, like Sailor Moon or Naruto. They may not launch as full themes immediately, but given LEGO's recent investment into growing its presence in Asian markets, I wouldn't be surprised to see exclusives or 18+ sets from these franchises. And while there are plenty of knockoff anime figures out there, I believe they won't have any significant impact on LEGO's overall sales, because people have wanted officially licensed Dragon Ball for such a long time. And Dragon Ball itself is a massive international brand, and if LEGO has the license, it just makes them even more unstoppable. Now, let's talk about Nintendo. LEGO has been working with Nintendo since 2016. Although LEGO Mario didn't drop until 2020, the partnership with Nintendo has been brewing for ages, because Nintendo's brands check all the boxes for LEGO. They're globally recognized, have die-hard fan bases, and appeal to both kids and adults. So far in the 2020s, LEGO has given us some sets inspired by Nintendo IP, like Mario, Animal Crossing, The Legend of Zelda, and even buildable consoles. But as the decade goes on, I predict that by 2026, we're gonna see an explosion of Nintendo-themed sets. Imagine dedicated lines for Splatoon, Metroid, or even Smash Bros. Characters featuring Nintendo-owned characters like Captain Falcon and Kirby. And while I was editing the video, LEGO Pokemon was just announced. So it seems LEGO is ready to go all out with Nintendo. Next up, I think Toys to Life is coming back. Now, I can already see some pushback in the comment section. Hey, Toys to Life died in 2018. Nobody cares about NFC toys. And while yes, Toys to Life died over 7 years ago, LEGO still believes that digital and physical play can be a seamless experience. Now, disclaimer, I am very biased towards phygital play since I did do my entire senior thesis on this idea. But it's because I firmly believe phygital play is the future of play. Because kids today are glued to electronics, whether it's phones, tablets, or gaming consoles. And companies know this. That's why we saw a boom of phygital play games in the 2010s. Heck, LEGO invested a lot of money in phygital experiences like LEGO Nexo Night, Hidden Side, and Video. And yes, those themes were a disappointment, but LEGO Mario, which I would also consider a phygital toy, has been successful. Here's the kicker. LEGO's research company, Playwell, published this article last year, where they share results from a multi-country survey they made, where they discovered that 8 out of 10 parents admit they'd be happier letting their kids play digital games if there were physical, real-world components to them. Now, LEGO just revealed a few weeks ago that they're putting together an in-house game studio. And if you look at the LEGO careers page, they're currently hiring for what they call an interactive play designer. And the core responsibilities of this job listing are invent and prototype interactive LEGO toys that combine physical movement, sensors, and digital play elements. Explore and integrate new technologies such as mechanical functions, LOT sensors, NFC, haptics, and motion tracking. Prototype interactive play experiences using physical materials, LEGO bricks, 3D printing, sensors, and digital tools, Unity, Arduino, Microbit, Raspberry Pi, etc. Considering all of these factors, I'm predicting that in just a few years, probably by 2028 or 2029, we could see a brand new phygital LEGO theme. Ideally, this would be a spiritual successor to something like Dimensions, and not another Hidden Side or Video. And honestly, I'm really excited about this idea. Think about the state of technology in gaming right now. Modern phones can run LEGO games with ease. What if you could seamlessly play a LEGO game on your phone and also move around stuff in real life that interacts with the game? That's what I hope this turns out to be, and not just another AR LEGO app. Okay, now let's talk about media. Over the past decade, media has largely driven LEGO sales to unprecedented heights. While Bionicle in the early 2000s was technically the first multimedia theme, Ninjago truly set the standard for a multimedia product line. Then, in 2014, the LEGO Movie popularized the LEGO art style as a compelling narrative tool. However, the recent announcement of 4 new live-action LEGO films tells a different story. It appears that LEGO and Universal are moving away from animation. Why? Well, technically, the last few LEGO films underperformed at the box office, and while some might say it's because they were mediocre pieces of trash, there's also an argument that the art style wasn't special anymore. With tools like Mechabricks and Blender being free and widely available, it's made it easier for fans worldwide to tell their own stories through the LEGO art style. Personally, I think these tools are amazing and embrace creativity, but I believe film executives view these homemade productions as a dilution of the distinctive LEGO art style. After all, why would families go to the theater for a LEGO movie when they can watch multiple LEGO animations at home? By opting for live action, LEGO seems to be aiming for a more cinematic reputation, much like how Disney transformed its animated classics into blockbuster live action remakes. I expect the back half of the 2020s and the early 2030s to be filled with these LEGO live action hybrids, and while I sincerely hope they turn out well, historically, LEGO does not have a good track record with live action content. This shift to live action saddens me, because it probably means we won't get any more feature-length animated LEGO movies, and that truly sucks. Lastly, let's talk about influencers. As I talked about on my new channel, link in the description, one trend in the toy industry that really fascinates me right now are influencer toys. It's clear that many brands struggle to connect with today's generation. After all, more kids are watching Skibidi Toilet than LEGO Dreams. Traditionally, LEGO promotes its products by sending influencers free sets to show off to their audiences. But here's the thing, many people just see these posts as ads and scroll past them. But when we look at Moose Toys' collaboration with Mr. Beast, he's not being sponsored by the company. They're putting his name on the product and selling it as his. I think more companies might start doing this. Now, I don't think LEGO will make influencer themes, but what if LEGO starts hiring influencers, streamers, or YouTubers to actually star in their content? For instance, LEGO Dreams already features YouTube personality, The Macro Show, as the main character. Though that was a weird decision since Macro is mostly a first-person shooter creator and his audience doesn't really seem to be interested in his LEGO show. But imagine if LEGO partners with popular creators who have strong child audiences to voice characters in their media. Now those fan bases would likely support the theme. And I know this might sound like a stretch, but knowing LEGO's history and watching them struggle to create the next Ninjago for the past decade, I just have this feeling it's gonna happen sooner rather than later. But hey, that's just my brick opinion. Now it's your turn. Tell me in the comments down below, what are some of your predictions for the next 5 years of LEGO? As always, I'm Ace. Thanks for watching and take care.